What's going on, love? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective message of the day. For you all who are new here, thank you for joining us. My name is Shani. This is MelanatedMindfulness Tarot. I typically upload collective messages daily throughout the week. When or as opportunity presents itself, you will see collective messages for each zodiac sign, as well as what I like to call collective conversations. So if that is anything, if any of those are things that you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss out on the gems to be dropped, okay? Bringing clarity, confirmation, transformation, and assisting you through your healing process. Thank you. Now, but yeah, if you would like to follow me on any of the other platforms, make sure you check out the description area. If you're interested in booking a session service or joining the monthly membership, that information as well is in the link in the description area. So make sure you check that out. Let's get ready. Let's get into our message. All thanks and praise to the Most High, to the Creator, to Source, to God Energy itself. You know our hearts and you know our situation. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart? I also ask that you give me the words to be able to articulate the message in the best way for it to be able to be received. We ask that you clear out anything standing in the way of our clarity, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Amen. Alright, let's get into it. Spirit, what is the message that you have for us today? What is it that we need to be aware of? Gotcha. What is the message that you have for us today? What is it that we need to be aware of? That's dope, because I want to say yesterday, that Ten of Discs came out maybe like the first or the second card. Yesterday. Okay. All right, we got a lot to get into. Underneath it all, there is the Four of Discs. At the bottom of this card, it says power, right? This is the energy of you, like really, I guess, getting into the core of yourself, right? Understanding who you are and how you've become the way you are, if I can say it that way. All of us have like a core. All of us are somebody at our core. However, we've allowed like our family, our friends, our environments, our situations, our circumstances, and things of that nature to shape us into who we've become today, right? So you want to be mindful of how you got into this place or space that you're in, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, maybe even physically, and get down to the root of you, because that's where your power lies. When you start to, rediscover who you are from the core, it does give you more power, more strength, more clarity, and the things that you need in order for you to be able to move forward, okay? Underneath that is the Princess of Cups. So that's like, okay, be more gentle with yourself and or to yourself, right? You may think that, you out here fucking up, or you doing things wrong, or you can't get it right. And everything is happening for you to be able to get back to who you are. Maybe you thinking that you can't get it right, or you're not doing something correctly because of how somebody else taught you or what somebody else told you were supposed to do. And that is in their eyes, right? But God may have different plans. So God is trying to like shake you up a little bit in order for you to see who you are on the inside at the core, opposed to holding on to who somebody else has told you were supposed to be, or who other people expect you to be, So keep that in mind. Like, that's what this journey is all about. Like, you rediscovering who you are, who you were created to be, and letting go of the, I guess, in a sense, like the traditional beliefs that you've been conditioned to hold on to, especially in a sense or the case where they're not working for you. It's like, you know what? Everybody else got these high ass expectations of me, and when you really look at these other people who have these high expectations of you, they're not even living up to their own standards, but they're expecting it of you. So you really just gotta play it smart Pay attention, to you more than anything, and recognize and realize where it is that you need to make adjustments so that you can actually start showing up and doing what you feel is best for you, right? And that's just underneath it all. So we're going to get into what we have on the table. And then before we get up out of here, I'm also going to pull from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, okay? Now, so bear with me. I'm not going to try to be here too long. Right? The first card up is the Ten of Discs. One day I'm going to stop. One day I'm not going to care about these steals. But right now, I guess I just did. So we got the Ten of Discs. So that's talking about your foundation, right? Just the foundation of everything physical. So your wealth, right? Your finances, your freedom, your security, your structure, all these things, right? I know that's something for you to be like wondering about, like your security, right? Your stability, your finances. This is stuff that be on your mind. However, how it's showing up is like you're holding on to these beliefs around money, or you're holding on to, and it's not a bad, how can I describe this? Because I don't want to say it's not a bad thing, right? It's more so just like the way that you think about money has been passed down to you, right? And everything is energy, even down to your thoughts. So you have to pay attention to how you associate yourself with money, wealth, finances, security, right? How you associate yourself with that energy, how you, like, what's the relationship that you have with your money? What's the relationship that you have when it comes to your thoughts of money type shit? You understand what I'm explaining? Because with this person showing up, it's like how you think about it, how you think about your finances, or how you think about having to pay your bills, or how you thinking about having to deal with your expenses is not actually working for you. The way you think about it seems to be like destructive, but you keep on trying to protect the way that you are associating yourself with your funds and or finances. And it's not giving, right? This is like, you really got to be mindful. You really want to be mindful of the energy that you put out, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. So if you always irritated and aggravated when it comes to you having to spend $1, you're going to get more of that. You're going to get more of the situations and circumstances that irritate you about having to spend money. So please, please, please be mindful of the relationship that you have with your funds, your finances, your freedom, your security, your stability, and things of that nature. Because with the Five of Disc in reverse coming out, you have nothing to worry about. But it's like, you don't recognize that yet. Like, you don't see that yet. You don't recognize it and you don't see it. You have absolutely nothing to worry about when it comes to your funds and your finances. When you're worrying about something, it's not allowing you the opportunity to become creative so that you can see how you can bring in this cash flow, so that you can see how you can build a better relationship with your funds, your finances, your expenses, and things of that nature, right? A lot of times it's because we, I guess you want to say, live beyond our means, right? Like when we get an extra dollar, we be quick to want to spend this extra dollar, opposed to really putting our money in positions to be able to work for us, right? Making the necessary investments. We tend to spend money on nonsense bullshit because we want that instant gratification. Listen, the best thing to do is to really start paying attention to yourself, okay? Like, pay attention to yourself. This is the art card. So again, like, this card alone is telling you you can blend both sides of yourself. The things that you consider to be bad, and the things that you consider to be good, right? The things that you're praised for, and then the things that you are criticized about, you can bring those things together to create something extremely beautiful, right? It's almost like you're picking and choosing the sides of yourself. What other people have told you was good, like that's what you try to operate in on a daily basis, and then you have what people have did not like about you, right? Did not like about you. The things that you were punished or disciplined for, right? The things that you were called out about. You don't try to bring those things to the surface because you're not trying to trigger people. Baby, sometimes people need to be triggered, right? Because you have to learn how to operate in your truth, your authenticity, right? It's who you are. And you, in anytime you are operating outside of that or constantly trying to fit yourself into this box that somebody else created for you, it puts you in the energy of settling, right? So settling for everything around you, for including your finances. So it's really the energy of settling that's present, that's here, right? Even like with the life that you live in right now, and it's not saying whether it's good or bad, it's just saying that you're settling. Like, you know that you deserve and or desire more than what you're settling for, but you're putting yourself in a position to settle, right? To settle, like, this is all I can have, this is all woo woo woo. But no, when you really tap into the energy of appreciating and accepting yourself, loving yourself for who you are, and showing up in your truth, right? It's gonna get the flowing. Doors gonna get the opening. Doors gonna get the opening. It has a lot to do with the way that you feel. Okay? So this goes back to earlier when I explained, like, you get out what you put in. The energy that you put out, that's what you're gonna get back. So if you think about it, like, you worrying, right? You being unsure, you settling, all of these energies that you're putting out, you're creating situations and circumstances that's going to keep you in that position until you decide to shift your mindset and start focusing on or working towards the things that you actually desire to have. Yeah, it's not going to come overnight. True enough. But each step, each moment you move closer, like, it gets better, right? You get closer and closer with every step that you take. So don't be so quick to count yourself out. Don't be so, caught up on settling for what it is that you have. And it's not saying that you don't appreciate what you have in or where you are, right? We're not saying that. We're not saying, oh, I'm not appreciative of what I have. We're saying, like, I got what I got and I'm appreciative of it. However, I know that there is more, right? Like, you can desire to have more. There's nothing wrong with the desire to have, right? So just be real mindful about how you feel about your situation. And of course, your feelings come from your thoughts. So pay attention to how you think. And if you're ready to, like, open the doors for the rest of your blessings to fall through, like, do that. Do that. Do that, please. Bridge, you know our hearts in our situation. Can you give us the card that we need out of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck? Can we have the cards that we need out of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck? We got two. We got Service and we got Soulmate, right? So with Service, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, this is Service. And it's like, you may not see the purpose in how you're serving those around you, right? You may feel like, again, like you're in this energy of settling. But when you get to the core of you, right, I promise you, when you start digging deeper to really identify or rediscover who you truly are, the things that you feel like you're doing where there's no purpose to it, you'll start to see why it is what it is, like why you're in this position, right? The things and or people around you, they're showing you so much that you need to see about yourself. So on the surface, what's happening or what it feels like is happening is like your mind is so closed off to who God created you to be because other people have conditioned your mind to think or see things in a particular light or a particular way, right? And that's why you may feel so disconnected at times. That's why you feel like you're not in alignment. That's why you feel like, it's pointless or it's useless or it's unstable or it's insecure or, that feeling of like disconnection from yourself, from spirit, from God, from source. But it really goes back to that underneath it all card, right? You tapping into yourself. You being polite, you being kind, you being gentle, you being generous, you're being compassionate within or to yourself, okay? This is where your power lies. And when you decide to start tapping into you, rediscovering you, things are going to shift dramatically, right? Like they're going to shift to the point where you're going to be like, damn, like you're going to be shocked. You're going to be surprised. But it starts with you. It really does. It starts with you. Ain't no way around it. So again, listen, this is our collective message of the day. I hope it helped you, brought you some clarification, confirmation, transformation, or assisted you in your healing in some type of way, shape, or form. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And until next time, enjoy yourself, love. Peace.